Hey good people, welcome back to Beauty and the Frizz. My name is Cara. Whether you're new or returning, thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me for yet another Do We Still Love Her video. And this is a Halloween edition. Today we are going to be playing with, y'all already know, Warms My Blood from Unearthly Cosmetics. I'm just gonna talk about the palette a bit and create a look. If that sounds good to you, keep watching this video. Let me know what you think. And if makeup is your therapy and your love, if it makes you happy and you want to hang out with someone that feels the same way, definitely consider joining the community. I'd love to have you back. All right, let's get started. Y'all, oh my gosh. So this was one of 4 palettes released from Unearthly Cosmetics last year around this time. And they've had a few restocks. She's found a few palettes and put them up and they've sold out right away. Being on the PR list, we were not sent all 4 palettes, but we could choose the one that we wanted. And I had to choose the one with my girl Aaliyah on the front. Aaliyah was not even in her prime when she passed away, but she was always someone I kind of looked up to. I was her for Halloween one year in middle school, actually. So, you know, this was just the palette that I was going to choose, hands down. The other ones were great, but this one, this had my heart. So this is the one I picked and the one I was sent, and I was really happy to have it. And then something must have happened with the cover art, because when these 4 palettes were restocked, they were just plain covers. So something must have happened, but I'm so thankful I got my hands on the original one. So we had this sleeve here, and then we also have the artwork on the actual palette itself. I think this palette might have been like 70 bucks, and the other ones were cheaper because this was the largest palette of the 4. So, look how beautiful that is. There were some issues with these palettes. I think some people had shades dry up, and I actually had the shade Centuries dry up, and there was no issue. She resent me another one, and this one is doing fine. And I'm still happy to have this. As soon as I opened it up, because I am pulling out all of my Halloween palettes or spooky palettes, you know, I was like, man, I need to do a look with this. I cannot wait to do a look with this. So that's exactly what we're gonna do today, and I'm really excited. And I didn't say it or I didn't ask it, but how are you? I hope you are doing fantastic whenever you're watching this video, and if you're not, I do hope that this video will provide you a little escape and a little light until things turn around. If you don't have this palette, I do hope that this video does inspire you to go back in your collection and just see, do you really still love the things that you have? And as I am getting some new things, especially this month, because these fall releases are really getting me, I do want to honor the other things in my collection. I don't want to call them old things. I want to honor the things that I have in my collection. And this was a palette I was so excited to have. With that being said, let's just look at the cover and the palette up close. I know I have a little bit of a glare here from my lights, but there's our beauty Aaliyah. Then we have the ingredients and everything on the back. The palette had a mirror, which was awesome. I particularly loved the layout of this palette, where you have the 2 columns of mattes and the 2 columns of shimmers. So we're gonna chit chat and get into a look. I did wash my hair, so I have it up in a little bun today. We're gonna answer that question at the end. Do we still love her? And I am gonna change my lipstick. I just wanted to have something on for the intro. You know how some people, like, they come on with the finished look? I can't be doing all that. So I'm gonna probably find a nice Unearthly lipstick. I don't know what they're doing out there to complement this look. And on my face, I'm wearing my usual suspects. Hourglass, I don't know what they're doing. Hourglass foundation, Dior concealer. I'm wearing my Gucci bronzer, my pink powder. I am wearing for blush a combination of blushes from the Hourglass Snake palette, and I'm also wearing a highlighter from that palette too. I'm really in love with this base. And for eyeshadow primer, I'm using my NARS primer, which I need to add to cart for VIB because I think it's on its way out. So let's come up with something beautiful. Right away, I'm gonna go into the shade Violin, and I'm gonna use a Lethal Cosmetics blending brush, although I think this is a great transition shade. You know, I wanna diffuse it out. So I'm really happy with my brows today. I'm trying to get like some feathery brows with what I do have of brows. All right, so going into Violin, I told the boys that they couldn't have technology, so they're struggling. They're struggling with what to do. I think this brush is a bit dirty, y'all, so I'm gonna just switch. All right, y'all couldn't find a game. Y'all couldn't find Monopoly. Like nothing. Y'all couldn't figure it out. So they're just like running around. They were doing I Spy, which I thought was great, but that didn't last too long. Oh, now they're tickling Marky. Like, and that's kind of all I really want to do with this shade. I just want to give just a little color here, almost up to the brow bone. I know they are counting down the minutes. I don't even know what time it is, but I told them 7:30. So that's all I'm really looking to do with this opening shade here in the transition area. So next, I want to go into the shade Mother, this one here. And let me see, I think I'm going to switch brushes and go into something a little more concentrated, maybe not. This one's a little slimmer. It's a Singe Beauty brush. So tapping into Mother. Just gonna take that in the crease and the outer corner. I said I was gonna do a Halloween look, and this is not giving me Halloween vibes. Well, not yet, so we'll see. We'll figure it out. Just gonna go with it. And the next shade I wanna go into is Alone, which is, ooh, I don't know if you consider this like a purple, a grurple, but I really like this. So let's just take that on the outer corner. I know this palette has so many looks you can do with it, which I think is really, really nice. Okay, I love how this looks. This looks really good. And I love that the performance of this palette is still really good, because you know, things in my collection are starting to show signs of wear, but not this palette, not this one. This one has a 12-month shelf life. It's definitely been 12 months, but you know, it is performing like I just got it yesterday. So that is a great thing. I think the blend is real nice. So now we need to go into the shimmers. Woo! This is Jessie. Wow. Probably should have swatched this palette, but look at Jessie. So you have Jessie. Gosh, I forgot how great these are. We have Queen. Let me swatch Centuries. This was the one that was replaced. Centuries is looking real good. Ooh, y'all, you know which one's drying up though? Damn. Admiral's Arms. This one's on its way out. But again, you know, these it's this one here. Now I'm not too bent over a silver. I think there's something I can probably add to kind of revive this one. This is not dried the way Centuries dried. Centuries dried and it was unusable. This I'm not even mad, because it's still real good. It might be hard panned, so yeah, I'm actually really enjoying going back. Oh my gosh, this is Awaken. I just did not look at these shimmers, y'all. Okay, I think I'm really fast before we get into the shimmer. I think I'm enjoying going back into the palettes and seeing how they're changing. It's not the most pleasant thing when you realize that this is what's happening to things that you spent money on. I mean, in this case, I didn't spend money, but it is happening to, you know, my palettes, and I have bought most of my collection myself, but I'm really enjoying it. It's like the journey. I don't know. You know, I gotta make the most of it. We got some really good colors here, and I think we also have this purple here, which is called Charms. Well, let me swatch that. That would be an yeah, I think I want to use that too. That would be an interesting shade, I think, to put with this look, because I mean, these, we know that's gonna go great, but not sure about the purple. So let's take a risk and go into Charms. Oh, I should have used some Glimmer Grasp, but I don't even need it for this. This is really pretty. And one of the things I really enjoy is like the last Do We Love Her video I did was the Charlotte Tilbury Fire Rose. And I love how I can appreciate the simplicity of that quad, but then the complexity of a palette like this and shades like this. This is just, but these are like my favorites. Oh, wow. All right, we're gonna go into Jessie. That was the second one down that has more of the pink shift. I just love that. I love that tone. I think this looks great. I'm gonna use this Bristles Beauty brush. This is a EO3DM brush. I want to take a matte and put it here, and I'm just not sure which color. I'm thinking maybe Betrayal. I was thinking about red, but I don't know if I want to do that. Let's see what happens if we take a little bit. And I'm taking it almost up into my eyebrow. Just trying to make it semi-dramatic. All right, I love that. We're gonna go into the lower lash line now. I think I wanna stay with that purple, that Betrayal shade. I'm just gonna take a pencil brush, just go into the lower lash line here. All right, and finally we have the inner corner highlight. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and go into the shade Human. Human is this rose gold kind of shimmer. So you might need to, I don't know, it's kind of blending in. I'll do the same thing here, but I think I'm gonna go into Awaken now, let's see. Yeah. I did get a little bit of fallout. Might be able to whisk that away. Let's see. I didn't tap off my brush that time. All right, you all, here is my look with Warms My Blood. I will be back in a second with my liner and my mascara, and we'll answer that question. Do we still love her? Ooh, I'm gonna find a lip too, so I'll be right back. All right, y'all, I'm back with the finished look. I did change the lip. I made it even lighter because I really want the eyes to stand out. This is the shade Ginger from Unearthly Cosmetics. It's one of their matte liquid lipsticks, one of my favorite matte liquid lipstick formulas ever. Y'all, I'm in love with this look. It really came together. I wasn't sure what I was gonna do. I just knew that I wanted to use this palette, and I think it came out spectacular. So you already know the answer to the question. I love this look. I did use a Victoria Beckham liner in the shade Black, and I have on the What's Up Beauty Watch Me mascara. So that is the full look, and I'm really happy with it. I know it might sound corny, but this palette still warms my blood. It is beautiful. I don't care that this one shade is drying out. I will work with it. I will fix it. Everything else is just performing as if I purchased it yesterday. And I know when I did my video, I did not do a look like this. So I'm just really happy with what I came up with. And I just think this look looks really good. I don't feel like I was doing my eyeshadow as good last year. Like, this looks good, y'all. I'm not, you know what? I am tooting my own horn because I think it looks good. And you know what? this is a situation where I'm actually not getting ready for work. So I am able to really enjoy the experience a lot more. And I think when you enjoy the experience a lot more, the eyeshadow look is gonna match that. And that's how I feel with this one. So yes, I still love this palette. Please let me know if you own it or whether you missed out on it, because I know it wasn't here for very long. Sometimes with Unearthly, she'll randomly find palettes and put them up and they'll be gone like that. Like she found the original Fall Magic, some of those, the Weirdos came back. I mean, but as quick as I posted them in my stories, they were gone that fast. So, you know, sometimes these things are limited edition, you know, most times they're not, but sometimes with the indie stuff, it is gone. So let me know how you feel about the palette, if you have it, if you are still using it, to use it outside of Halloween. I mean, this palette is definitely fall vibes. It's something that you can use all year round, but let me know how you feel about the palette, and I'm gonna get on out of here. Thank you so much for taking out some of your time and hanging out with me for another Do We Love Her video. Thank you for your feedback on the series. I know that a lot of people like it, and I want to keep doing it because in helping myself, I feel like it is inspiring people to pull out things in their collection. Doesn't necessarily have to be the same palette that I have, because we all have different collections, but just inspiring us to go back and just give another look at what we have, because all the things that we have were things that were teased and sneak peeked and, you know, were talked about in new makeup releases and, you know, were the thing or all the rage, and, you know, they lose that fire so quickly in this makeup world because something's coming out every single day. So yeah, I really like thinking about my collection and going back into it and asking that question. And if I don't love something, I mean, actually most of the stuff I still love, which is great. But if I do come across something that I don't know, I might have to go. All right, that's it, y'all. I hope this was therapy for you. It always is for me. And until I see you again, make sure you're being gentle with yourself. Talk to yourself nice. Stay safe. And I will definitely see y'all in the next one. Bye.